Okay, we're now going to have a look at race number 5 on Vodacom July Day, which is the Golden Slipper 1400 meters for 2-year-old fillies. Let's look at the betting first. Okay, race 5, the betting is as follows. Number 1, Karuluma 8 to 10, Maladimu 6 to 1, Delta Queen 7 to 1, Trickster 20 to 1, Dubai Transcess 25 to 1, Love Bomb 25 to 1, Afternoon Tea 25 to 1, Sent by Destiny 25 to 1, Jasmine 25 to 1, Savistar 25 to 1, Vian Spy 25 to 1, and 50 to 1 From Here to Eternity, and 80 to 1 Big Lows. So let us look at the selections at the card for today. For race 5, sorry. We have this strong favorite 8 to 10 Karaluma, Pomodoro by Carl May. This horse has won twice. Last time out over the Grable 1400 meters. He's drawn well and won well and also won in a reasonably good time. Yeah, it's I know for a fact that this race has thrown up some big results. A few years ago, there was a horse from Michael de Kock, who was like 8 to 10, and then it got beaten by a horse from Wysham Marvin, I can't remember the name now, which was 53 to 1. The horse can up out on the line to beat the favorite. So definitely a race I won't be bankering anything. I mean, Karaluma's record speak for herself, so there's not much more to add to that. Then number 2, Dubai Princess, also Sean Terry, Murray riding and drawn 2. This horse also had some reasonable first runs. Now going for the over the 1400 meters for the first time, and I think if there's an improver in this race, that can be number 2, Dubai Princess. Might be that she gonna have like the distance more. Then we get number 3, Bigger Lows, What a Winter by Jetmaster Mayor. Still a maiden, hasn't shown anything, not for us today. Then we move to number 4, Love Bomb. Love Bomb won a maiden over 1,000 meters and last time ran 4.25 beyond Vernon Shea. Running on nicely, 23.6 second fastest to 400 meters. And I believe that, yeah, she can be one of the horses that can be involved in the finish. I did include her in my box quartet that I played, that I recommend. Then we get Afternoon Tea, Andrew Fortune, Andrew Dumeyer, Ashley Fortune. They're not shy to travel, and when they travel, they normally know what they're doing. Afternoon Tea has had some promising runs, and I also believe that the 1400 meters will suit her better, and also drawn 5, and I'm relatively sure that when the photos are taken at the finish, she will be one of those horses involved in the finish. Afternoon Tea. Then Sent by Destiny. I just want to scroll down a bit here. Sent by Destiny. Master of My Fate has won a maiden recently over 1600 meters at the Vaal. Ground for Nikak riding, drawn 6. Can surprise, but is one of the longer prizes horses. So, yeah, it's difficult to assess what her chances will be. But she will the big positive is she'll definitely be distance suited. Then we get to number 7, Delta Queen, Dean Kannemeyer, kicking the Milo. They are a really potent combination at this stage. I see they've got a strike rate of about 20%. So nearly 20%, so that is good. This horse has had 4 runs. One is first 2 over shortened. Today going over 1400 meters. But what I like about Delta Queen is this breeding, River GTs. You can't get better breeding than that out of VAR. Not a horse to leave out. As a matter of fact, this is one of my outsider selections for the for the race. My two outsider selections for the race is number 5, Afternoon Tea, and Delta Queen. And I think definitely there's also a horse that will be running on at the end. Then we get to number 8, Jasmine. Yeah, I also like the look of this horse. It's a Futura by Dice Esme. Has won his first race, drawn 8 Kennedy riding, ran behind 5.5 behind Kalaruma, and can definitely improve from there. And it says here stayed on. Took over late last time, so do include in your play as well. I also did include that into my quartet that I am going to recommend, which you will get the selections from me. Number 9, Maladimo, the second favorite. Larina's riding, won well on a debut at a Turfontein of 1160. Will probably go further because of Wester Winter. G4 Go didn't win last time, so the form has not been frank. Yeah, I think it is inclusion. Obviously, you can never leave it Gavin Arena. Then, for some other reason, I like Trickster. Dad's Catch, it ran on a race green and a race green, and then last time out over the 1200 meters, came from behind, took over late, and was fast as 400 to finish 22.9. Then, unfortunately, she was drawn at Gravel 1410 out of 11, where she has got a bad draw, so she had to go to the front. But I do think if Richard Fourie can just get her to jump well and place her a bit and not go straight to the front, I definitely think that this horse can be a big runner in this race. It is 20-1. I recommended it as my outright selection. I'm putting my head on the block, so maybe afterwards I'll be the laughing stock. I don't know. Maybe I'll be a say, wow, how did you pick that one? Or maybe you can say I'm off my head to tip this, but this is the horse that I like, and I've selected that as an outright winner. I've also included in the pick 6. If it comes in, we'll be laughing. Number 11, surprised recently and won a race on its debut. Went nearly start to finish. Comedy on board, but not claiming anything now. Drawn 11. Yeah, we'll have to see to repeat. It was over the 1200 meter at Scottsville. Now going to 1400, draw 11 around the bend. Might be difficult for this horse to win from there. In number 12, Vian Spy, also drawn 12. Did one well on his debut on the Gravel Poly, second run on the Gravel Poly by 14 on 5.2. If you can afford, put this one into your pick 6s. Number 12, Beyond Spy. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough money to put that into my pick 6. But yeah, it is also a nicely big Futura. I do think he's standing with a future. Out of a trippy me, well bred, can surprise. It was back to favorite in its debut. So then we get down to number 13, From Here to Eternity, drawn 13, won its first race beating Afternoon Tea, then ran third behind Rabbit Do, last time out behind VDJ at Scottsville, also run well, 4.75, third fastest to finish. Yeah, I think if it wasn't for the draw, I would have tipped this horse to, be involved in a finish, but I think that the draw is going to be a killer. So that is then race 5. We'll now proceed with the 6th race.